Right, let's get into some tech stories now, tech news. Today, we take a look at the strides women and girls have made in the world of technology. This is in light, of course, of International Girls in ICT Day on Thursday. And a woman that's spearheading the cause of other women is our next guest. Nelisa Ngulana is the founder of Coding Mamas. Nelisa, good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's start with, before we get to the why, the mums, talk about yourself. Do you code?
Yes, a little bit.
What's your background?
I'm in PR and communications. I've worked a lot with developers. When I started out in PR and comms, working for healthcare administrators. So that kind of business is obviously backed by a lot of technology. So I had to learn. This was about 14, 15 years ago. And then 2 years ago, I got back into the space while doing a fellowship, a journalism fellowship at VETS, which looked at technology and innovation in media. And through that, I kind of got thrown back into that space. The
coding space. Okay, and before we went on air, I asked you, why mums?
My answer was, why not moms?
Why not moms?
I think, so because of my reintroduction into the space, I found myself in a lot of spaces with a lot of younger people. So I'm usually the oldest person in the room, learning how to code, or if I'm taking my daughter to coding boot camps, because she's very keen on technology, I always find myself kind of waiting at the back, and I looked around to try and find a space where I could be with other people who are the same age as me, who probably have the same concerns as me, and also who are older learners, and trying to explore this space and finding programs that are geared towards me.
Now, when we look at the footage that we're looking at now, you're looking at mums, of course. They would have to look after the kids. So you almost in your workshops, these are the workshops that you do hold. And you also involve kids as well.
So the reason why we focused on moms was trying to create an environment that understands, what the circumstances of a mom who would be learning a new skill would be. So a lot of the moms that we focus on are moms who are either, stay at home, unemployed, or moms who just want to learn a new skill. So we wanted to create a space where moms can bring their kids and learn comfortably while they know that their kids are also learning something new, and it's an environment for everyone.
What advantage does this have for the women that actually come to your workshops? Do they get a new job afterwards? Do they start their own business? What's the main aim?
So the idea is to obviously introduce moms to kind of the world, the digital world, to kind of expose them to what's out there. And we focus obviously on a very particular skill, which is looking at coding specifically. So moms after the workshop usually will want to continue learning, or start thinking of ways that they can now start branching out, or we link them to opportunity where they can, find freelancing opportunities.
So right now you're just focused on coding itself. And maybe let's explain to people what coding is. This is basically the act of writing. If you want to create a website, you have to create it using code.
Yes, so it's literally writing instructions to a computer, so that you
can create a website or create some sort of function on the internet.
You kind of, it's the language, it's a communication between telling a computer what to do.
Now, you also talk about the fourth industrial revolution, and we've heard a lot about it from the president as well. And there'll be more than 2 million technology jobs that will be created within the next 10 years. Just from when we talk about the new technology that's coming up. How important is it for young girls? Because I'm seeing here you've also got some young ladies that you're also working with in your workshops to get involved in this now.
So the important thing is that, you know, the challenge that we have is that women generally lag behind. So we now have the opportunity to start making sure that in the next 5-10 years, young women and girls don't get left behind. So if girls are learning now, in the next 5 to 10 years, they'll be able to take advantage of the opportunities.
Is our curriculum catering for this in any way, do you think?
To a certain degree, but not enough. So that's why there's so, I mean, in South Africa, there's quite a lot that's happening, especially for girls. There are lots and lots of opportunities for girls to plug in. So part of what we do as well is we collaborate a lot with other organizations that are doing similar work.
How can people get in touch with you if they want to participate?
Mama's Coding on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, or they can email us at info@codingmamas.co.za.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. Good luck with your venture. I think it's a pretty good idea, actually.
Thank you.
All right. Nelisa Ngulana, founder of Coding Mamas, talking to us here on Morning News Today. Still up ahead.